Time for today's recap. Another quietish, rangish, um, inside day. Let's take a look, take a little disclosure. Let's get to it. My name is Scott Redler. I'm the Chief Strategic Officer of T3Live.com. Just watching some earnings actually happen. Go by IBKR. It was in line, but a dividend raise and a 4-for-1. Kind of interesting that it's flattish. This is the chart. So if you happen to be trading this, if this were to get above this spot, it's, half off. JP Morgan is what? Yeah, about half off. So maybe just people know the market's not going higher. If it was, I would think this would be higher, but whatevs. I ooze cool. I'm not that cool. I'm just tired. Anyway, so here we are with the Qs. Inside day above 452. Here's 456. Here's 467. Here is 465. So it's getting tight. Some people think there's clues we're going down, there's clues we're going up. I would say it's hard to make a big bet both ways for now. I actually did decent by selling some options to try and make me collect some money while things are kind of just hanging around. I didn't do it with the Qs, I did it with the SPYs. SPYs also, here is 547 from that day. Here's 544. Today we made a little bit of a lower high, and then a higher low. So we're kind of letting the 8-day catch up. It's still pretty constructive. If constructive says fall, some say digesting, and some say stalling. What do you guys say? Let's see what everyone says out here. On the alpha team, what are we doing? Are we digesting? Or are we rolling over? We're stalling. Lane says digesting for higher. Okay. Jimmy Mint says we're going down, so he says we're rolling over. Who else wants to throw their hat in the ring? Roy says rolling over. Todd says Palantir's King Kong. That's cool. We could be rolling over, but Palantir's made us some good money. Richard says down. Ryan B says digesting. FS says depends on the tweet. What does this all tell you? Tells you to be low gross, low net. Don't do too much, or try not to. Anyway, let's move on. What did the IWM do today? Got above yesterday's high and came in. IWM doesn't like the spotlight, ever. Hasn't had the spotlight in like 4 years. Either is the XBI. What did that do today? Oh, a little better than some other things, but hard to get so excited. Red dog reversal, higher low. Yeah, it's fair at best. Yeah, that's true. There's been a lot of bad news today. European, taxes, this, that, boom, bam. So I kind of absorbed it. So what am I in? I'm in Palantir. Looks all right. We'll see how it goes. It's got a big void here now. There's really not much in the way. If the market was to be decent, that would be pretty cool to see that thing go. But again, market's got to be decent, and who knows if the market's going to be decent, but that's one of my longs. I thought NVIDIA stood out today. Pretty sideways. It's done this a bunch of times. Lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. We'll see what happens here. You have a bit of a wedge. If Mark Haynes was here, he'd ask me if I was going to give him a wedgie. I hope not. The rest of the semis aren't great, so it's going to be hard to do it by itself. All right. ASML's coming out tonight. Where's not above Wednesday's high, hanging in here. Guess we'll see. This would be a spot if it goes up. Big if, big if. Then you have some weak names. Amazon's weak. Trying to break this to the downside. I'm not shorted it, but I'm just saying it gave you no reason to be long. I lost money there yesterday. Meta weak. Ooh, got below 528. That's not good. Bit of a drag. What Google do? Got below 157. Couldn't hold a low from the prior day. Microsoft. Yeah. Kind of still in this box. Has room here if it wants it. Not great. Apple. A little red dog reversal for the boys and the girls and the he's and the she's. I'm not in it, but guess we'll see if what happens next here. Did Palantir Reddit? Yeah. Not much. Changes to 94.56. Hymns. Slim Shady wants the hymns. No, Shady's good. Not bad. Hims and hers. This is when it broke out the last time. This is when it was fake. Yeah, that's a nice close. If I was looking for a reason to be in this, I would say you could be in that. It's nice for you. Shady action. Do you look for shady action or you report shady action? What do you do with that? Anyway. We did Reddit APP. Yeah. Not a whole lot. Robinhood. Red dog reversal. Got above the prior high, couldn't hold it. We all know what that is. That is a red dog reversal. Especially after a big move. That would be a sell signal. If you bought it here, that would be a sell signal. AEM. Wowzers. Gold miners are going nuts, so good for you guys. What's Newmont doing? The best in the business. Oops, what happened there? Ooh. I don't trade these things. Just some people were asking me about them. Looks very tradable though. Fortunately, I had to bring it down here first. Red dog reversal. Probably opened up and failed a little bit. Opened high, got through. It's pretty cool. Crowd strike. Got above a level. Pretty impressive. Go-to status. I haven't been trading it. Netflix go-to status. Look at that. See if we can get above and stay above 951. And it did. Went as high as what? 993-ish. The Viking way, you know what that is? All right. I don't know, to be honest, what's going on. I feel like I do know what's going on. I'm just saying it's hard to tell what's next. Are we going to digest in here, give a little red dog reversal with this low, with that low? We're going to open up. We're going to take this out. There's not a whole lot to really be so in love with. So just take it easy. Keep low, gross, low, net. I had a good day. So hopefully some of you guys had a good day. And we'll see what happens tomorrow. Get some rest. Tomorrow's Wednesday. If you're on vacation, stay on vacation. It is spring break. Not for the red dog or the chase diggity dog. He's working. We have basketball season, but if you're on vacation, stay on the beach, hang out with your family, recharge. I'll see you in the morning.